The single most important attribute when we're talking about COVID-19 tests is accuracy. In clinical studies, DETECT demonstrated 97% accuracy and 100% specificity. And that 100% specificity means no false positives, which out in the real world translates to fewer quarantines, fewer scares. In this chart, in the yellow, you can see that DETECT can identify the virus for a longer period of time and earlier than antigen tests in the gray. That early detection means that you can limit contagion, catching people before they're contagious and affecting others. You may have heard recently about these new therapeutics coming to market from companies like Pfizer and others that work only early on in the course of the virus. Early detection becomes all the much more important when we think about therapeutics. All of this happens in a super simple and easy to use workflow. It takes about 3 minutes of hands-on time and produces results in 1 hour. I'm really proud to announce that DETECT will be the lowest cost PCR-quality rapid test on the market. The DETECT COVID-19 test, a single-use test, will cost $49, and the reusable DETECT Hub will cost $39. We're going to make the DETECT app available via app stores, teach people how to use the test and how to interpret the results. For context, at this late stage in the pandemic, you can still find PCR tests that have multi-day turnaround times and cost upwards of $100. All of this will be available via detect.com directly to consumers starting in December, just in time for the holidays when people will be getting together with their families and traveling. We're also announcing DETECT for Business and DETECT for Schools. DETECT for Business is designed to keep businesses operating as usual. This means helping them meet the new OSHA requirements coming into effect in January, which require employers of over 100 people to test their unvaccinated employees. DETECT will also be useful as a benefit to employees who will be traveling or spending time with their families. DETECT for Schools provides schools with a powerful tool for screening and also for confirmatory testing. So if a child or a teacher feels symptoms in a classroom or has an exposure event, you can test them then and there, not quarantine them or send them home. We're proudly a Connecticut company, and I'm really excited to announce also that we'll be prioritizing Connecticut customers. As just a couple of examples, we're working with an industry nonprofit called Advanced CT. Advanced CT has connected us with a bunch of Connecticut companies, including Habco, as an example. Habco is an aerospace supplier to other Connecticut companies like Pratt & Whitney and Sikorsky making helicopters. They've been on the leading edge of testing, and they'll be using DETECT tests going forward. In the coming weeks, we'll also be looking to announce additional customer relationships with Connecticut-based companies. Finally, I just want to take a moment to give a huge thanks to the DETECT team, who over the last year and a half gave up their nights and weekends to make this a reality. I'm so proud and happy. Thank you, team.